Captain's Log. Date, February 28th, 2015. My crew and I are on shore leave, paying our final respects to Leonard Nimoy before returning to duty. I've been informed that the sector walls have gone down in sector space. I will check this out as soon as I'm finished. What? Our shore leave is over? Alright. Very well. Initiate transport.
Space. Final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Paragon. For our ongoing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
What's up, guys? cnccraft.cf here, and welcome to Treble, where today we are going to be checking out one of the single most awesome updates to Star Trek Online, in my opinion, that there has ever been. And that is the new wall-less sector space. So I'm right here at the Vulcan system, right? And pretty much everything looks the same. You can see the Delta Volantis cluster, Andoria, Pajam, all those good systems. But if I open up my galaxy map, you'll notice that it is very different from what it was before. And that is because instead of the previous way things were the galaxy was divided into sector blocks, each one containing 3 to 4 sectors each, and each one of those had its own map. And when you went up against another sector block, you would need to do a map transfer. Well, that problem has been eliminated because now the galaxy is separated into just 3 maps. There's one map for the Alpha Quadrant, one map for the Beta Quadrant, and one map for the Delta Quadrant. So, yeah, and you can also see not only are they unified into one map, but there's also a bunch more sectors. So, giving a tour of the galaxy here, you can see we have, here I am in the Vulcan sector where we have Sol and Space Dock and all that. And then we have Orion sector, Risa sector, and then we have some new ones here. We have, down in the Klingon area, we have the Aldebaran system, Dunatu, Baaja, Boreth, Gamma Uridon, Arceus, Kronos, Gorath, Bamoth, Senek, Takara, Tidshur. Okay, these are Klingon words, I'm sorry. Kase, Celes, and Argilius are still there. Taniba, Sierra, Hobus, Ponor, Demoris, Venator, Vendor, Radar, Japori, Zarantine, Kittimer, Mempa, Feben, Narendra, Hatora, Azur, Unroth, Gasco, Iconia, Vorn, Noru, Argama, Lyris, Alini, Hotep. So that they're notice to say that they've really rearranged the map, and as far as I understand, we have all of the same systems. I believe there were a few systems that were added here and there, but for the most part, the systems are all the same. They've just been spread out and distributed differently among the map so that it's more in line with canon. So this is a more canon setup. Yeah, I think I heard reports of there being a few more systems here and there. But yeah, you can see we no longer have these sector block divides, except between quadrants it's still the same. But yeah, I'm just gonna show. Oh yeah, the delta quadrant is still the same, entirely the same. Except obviously there's no divide between sector blocks. You still have to get there through the Solanae Dyson sphere. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. And now if I go ahead and turn on my astrometrics, without astrometrics on it looks pretty much the same. But you'll notice the astrometrics look way different now. So if I go ahead and start cruising around here. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so previously the astrometrics that you would see, they basically had no real meaning. Just there were these patterns here and there were different colors that indicate what faction's territory you were in. But now these markers actually have meaning. So if I go ahead, hold on, let me get a good perspective. If I back up here. Alright, so one of stop it. Okay. Back up. Okay. There we go. So one of these squares here is 1 light year squared. So you can use these to measure light years. And I think that's pretty flippin' cool. No, not one of those squares. What am I thinking? Not one of these tiny squares. One of these big squares. Like one of these squares. Like this. Yeah, what am I thinking? That's not a square. Yeah, so these are 1 light year and it's divided up into increments so you can easily measure distance. So that's cool now, although I do kind of wish that they kept the color differentials depending on what territory you were in. I do kind of wish they kept that, but I definitely like that they actually mean something now. That's really cool. And you'll also note that while the systems are all the same light years apart relative to one another as they were before, a light year is now larger relative to your ship than it was before. So the galaxy is not only does it have more sectors, but one sector is physically larger in size relative to your ship. And if we go ahead and fly around a bit here, here, for example, let's set a course to New... Oh yeah, we now have all these systems here, so let's go to area map. Let's set a course for New Romulus. So on our way here, you can see we're cruising right along, and you can see the systems flying by. It's physically larger, so it'll take a while longer, and you'll notice we have these bigger divides here to differentiate between sectors. So we have the big divides between sectors, we have the smaller divides between light years, and then even smaller ones to differentiate, like light seconds and so on. So this is really cool, and I'm just cruising right along. There's no sector boundaries to get in the way. I'm just cruising right along from Vulcan to New Romulus. I can go and kick in Slipstream here. Maybe the particle effects are a bit messed up, but it's Tribble, so gotta forgive a bit of bugginess. And another thing worth noting is that now that these are all one big map, having an advanced or hyper advanced slipstream now makes a difference. And the reason I say that is because previously, while having a 60-second or 120-second or whatever slipstream was cool, I guess they do keep the different colors. I guess I was wrong about that. Okay, this is all unscripted if you can't tell. I'm just kind of talking about what I see here. Previously, the standard 30-second slipstream would basically get you from one end of a sector block to the other, and then when you do a map transfer, you lose your slipstream anyway. So having a 30-second one would get you across the sector block, and then it would cut out. But then a 60-second one would also get get you across sector block, and then cut out. So, but now that we have it all unified into one map, having a better slipstream drive makes a difference now, so that's cool. So yeah, generally this is a really cool feature, and I definitely enjoy it. Here, let's almost go ahead and ramble a bit more while we cruise about here. Let's head to Battle Group Omega in Borg territory. Yeah, it's worth noting the Borg territory is now in the Beta Quadrant, not in the Delta Quadrant, so that's different, but you know, whatever. We don't have those transwarp gateways there anymore, which is welcome. So yeah, this is just a really cool thing. I do very much like it. Yeah, more space, it's larger, and it just generally feels more like space. I don't know about you guys, I really like this. You have these really cool graphics when you get near a system to tell you where all the planet orbits are and all sorts of stuff. It's also worth noting that the duty officer assignment thing is still the same. You still get different assignments for different sectors. There's just no map transfer. So as I head into a different sector block here in just a minute, you'll see that my available assignments will change here. Just a minute. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's cool. And generally, I'm being repetitive here and I'm rambling just a bit, but this is really cool. And this is something I've asked to be added into STO for quite a while. Really appreciate it, Cryptic. You've done good. You've done good. All these new sectors, nice and square maps. It's just generally really great. So hop on to Tribble today. You do not have to be a gold member, at least for now. They might implement that, but if you want to check this out for yourself, you can either head on to Tribble right now, or you can wait until this gets put out to Holodeck with Season 10. But this has been just a brief update. Actually, something I want to check out here is what is the... Let's see. What is the tour of the galaxy like now? Because I remember before you could earn energy credit. I did a video on this actually. You can make energy credits by visiting most of the sector blocks in the galaxy. Within 15 minutes you would earn a bunch of energy credits. But I'm gonna see what that is like now. It might not be implemented. You know, it is Tribble, so it's perfectly fair game for something like this to be completely dysfunctional, but I just want to see what it is like. Let's check this out here. Alright, let's head to ESD, and let's head down to Yim and just see what we have going on here. I'm getting a bit of lag. I'm not sure why. I guess it's just Tribble being Tribble. You know how it is. Okay. Tour of the galaxy. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and beam up and let's see what we have going on here. Just to see, you know, is this functional in the slightest, or is it just completely broken? It'll probably be completely broken, but you know, whatever. If it is not completely broken, then that's cool. And if it's not completely broken, then I'll just try to do a run here real quick. Oh! Okay. So this is actually functional. Neat. So wait, do I have to go to the system now? Do I have to, like, drop out of warp and then head back to warp at the system? Because that'd be new. I mean, they've certainly implemented some code for this, but let's see. The head of the Tenebia system is one of the ones that's marked on the map. What does it do? Ah, so I just have to go to it. That's neat. So, Tour of the Galaxy still works. I will do a bit of experimenting with this, and then I will make a follow-up video probably to try to come up with a new strategy, because it looks like you have to explore the alpha and beta quadrants. Okay, so you don't have to explore the delta quadrant, which is fine by me. And it looks like you don't have to explore all the systems, just some of the... It looks to be like not even one per sector. Okay, fair enough. Good job, Cryptic. Kudos to you. Very helpful for all of us role players. Continuous when the walls fell. This is great. Head on to Tribble right now, guys, and check it out. This is fantastic. Fantastic on Cryptic's part. Anyways, guys, this has been my brief glimpse and rambling about the new wall-less sector blocks. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And I guess that's about it for this video then. Goodbye.